So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Steph, and Kate has been my best friend for nearly... Louder? There we go. Okay, I'll start again. So my name is Steph, and Kate has been my best friend for nearly 25 years. Very few people in this world go from playing pretend dress-up wedding as kids to making it a reality as adults, especially 3 weeks apart. But I am very proud and honored to say that I am just that lucky. Now, in our pretend version, Andrew, you were supposed to be either AJ McLean or Joey Fatone, but that's okay, we're gonna make this work. So anyway, back to me and Kate. So we met on first grade move-up day, and for those of you who don't know what that is, that's when you go meet your teacher and fellow classmates for the next coming year. And I did not go to kindergarten at the same school, so I was brand new and obviously very nervous going into a new school with all these kids that knew each other. So I remember going into first grade move-up day, and the teacher asked us to all gather around this reading rug. And I looked across the rug and I saw Kate, and she looked at me and she smiled and she gave me a little wave. And it just so happened that after move-up day, both of our moms decided that they would take us to Burger King for lunch separately, which was also weird because our parents didn't do a ton of fast food. But anyway, so we went to Burger King, and across Burger King, I see Kate, and again, she looked at me, she smiled, and she gave me a little wave. And from that moment on, I knew I had a friend. It wasn't until a few weeks later when I saw Kate again, and that was at the 5th grade talent show, because both of our siblings were performing. Kate's oldest brother, Evan, I believe you were juggling. Maybe we'll do that later. And my sister, Lauren, who's also here tonight, she sang Turn the Beat Around with a broken arm, and we still make fun of her to this day. But anyway, so after our siblings performed, our parents kind of said, hey, go outside, there's swings out there, keep yourselves occupied. So we went out there not really knowing each other yet, and I remember that I had these huge, oversized for my face, pink flowery glasses. And we're on the swings, and I look at Kate, who I barely know, and I say, so do you think I look better with my glasses on or off? I'm 6. And she looks at me and very quickly says, I think you look better with them off. And 6-year-old me says, that right there is what you want in a best friend. And so that was that. Now, blunt honesty is just one of the many, many things I love about this woman. In addition, she has great taste in television and movies. Boy Meets World and The Santa Claus are still watched to this day. She's always up for a living room dance party, especially if it's to perform our choreographed dance to As Long As You Love Me by the Backstreet Boys. Andrew knows the moves, I see him doing it. She has a profound love for cheese and knows that a good cheese plate will always make everybody a little more comfortable. She's as silly as they come and can always find a way to make me laugh no matter what kind of day I've had. And she's always made me a part of her family. Growing up, I celebrated nearly every Jewish holiday with the Statins, and even got Hanukkah presents. And I'm not Jewish, but it was a great time.
You even came to Hebrew school.
And I went to Hebrew school. It's true, because I wanted to hang out with Kate. Now, I can talk all day about all of the things I love about Kate, but it's only fair that I touch upon one quality that isn't always everybody's favorite. No offense, don't get mad, I love you. And that is her indecisiveness. Now, this particular quality of Kate's dates back as far as I can remember, and honestly, us becoming best friends at such a young age was probably detrimental to us both in this aspect because I too am very indecisive. So as kids growing up, most of our play dates were spent, I don't know, what do you want to do? I don't know, what do you want to do? And half the time, the play date was over before we came to a conclusion. And this is actually a true story. One time, this back and forth banter became so frustrating to Kate's dad, Ron, that I don't know if you remember this, but you actually ended the play date and took me home. And I believe he was trying to teach us a lesson in how to be more decisive, but unfortunately, it did not work. It still continues. Fast forwarding to present day, Kate still struggles, as do I, with some of the day-to-day decisions. One of the most notable being what to eat. And this is a joyous occasion, and so I don't want to pull out this thread, but I think at home with Kate and Andrew, there's something about the seamless ordering that's a little touch and go. So I joke a lot about Kate's indecisiveness, but the reason I bring this up is because I am so incredibly happy for her that today she made the biggest and greatest decision ever by marrying Andrew. So Andrew, I remember when Kate first met you, she talked about the guy who worked night shift. She talked about you guys jabbing more and grabbing drinks. And it wasn't too long before the relationship started shifting to something maybe more than friends. I remember Kate being nervous, and I remember her talking, should I date a coworker? Could it be a disaster? What do I do? The indecisiveness was starting to creep in. I listened to this for weeks, but I knew all along the decision she was going to make because I had really never seen her this excited about someone. Once you two started dating, it wasn't too long before I realized that this was it. Though I would have never told her that because she would have freaked out. And once I officially met Andrew, it was clear that you two were meant to be. Like, literally, they're the same person. Very different in a lot of ways, but the quirks and the silliness and all that, it's a match made in heaven. People say opposites attract, but I don't think that really applies to you too. Andrew, getting to know you over the past 4+ years has truly been a blessing. You're kind, you're smart, you're witty, you're just as silly as Kate. You're engaged when we perform our Backstreet Boys dance. And above all things, you love Kate endlessly. And for anyone in the room who may not know the couple extremely well, one of the key signs you'll see is that Andrew rarely lets go of Kate's hand. It's a very simple gesture and something I picked up on very early on, one of the first times I met Andrew, that he just always takes her hand. It is simple, but to me it truly represents an undeniable love and adoration. Kate.
You can do it!
Kate, I'm so happy for you. Really, I have no idea. You deserve this incredible love that Andrew has for you so very much. You're the most caring person I've ever had the privilege of knowing. I've never once seen you be selfish or unkind to anyone. You've always gone above and beyond for others, especially for me. And being your best friend over these years has truly made me a better person. Words cannot express how much I admire and look up to you. And I see all the amazing qualities that I've always loved about you so much shine even brighter when you're with Andrew. You two really bring out the best in each other. And for this, I know you two are going to build one amazing life together. So with that, sorry, I'd like everybody to raise their glass.